I want to talk to you today about what is actually a sovereign family. Maybe you come across some of my posts on LinkedIn or X or Instagram because I use the term sovereign family. The sovereign family is actually by and large you can call it a product or a goal on the evolution of each family. Each family starts with the family itself. And the evolution is going from family to clan to tribe. And the tribe itself is just the main ground foundation for each sovereign family. You can compare a sovereign family with a sovereign country or with a sovereign state. And maybe automatically in your head pops up, that is a very strong entity, or that's a very strong community. And I use often these comparison that success can be stolen from you, or you can lose your success as a family. But sovereignty itself will last. And here are the main components or main criteria for a sovereign family. So first of all, the sovereign family have learned that their multi-generational continuity is mainly based on a systematic approach. Many families do succession, or what I call transition by chance, often too late, unprepared, or maybe it is just broken, the process itself. Sovereign families have learned that approach these main choke points. And if you want to learn more about the choke points, I want to recommend to take a view on one of my latest videos where I take an outlook on these Rockefeller habits, because John D. Rockefeller have used to accumulate his wealth on using strategic choke points. And that's the same what you can use with the family or with your family. Asking, what are the main strategic choke points for us as a family? Number one. Number two is the sovereign family itself around the globe, and there are a lot of sovereign families around the globe. They become aware that they should organize themselves as an institution. They professionalize themselves. They have clear structures like an enterprise. They have clear rules like an enterprise. And they have clear goals like an enterprise. And the main comparison between a sovereign family and corporate or an enterprise is that they are very close how they act. And to become a sovereign family is just, yes, on the one hand, in a decision to think or to implement a 7-generation thinking in your family. Number one. Number two is also to implement in ownership thinking in each generation, because each generation starts by and large as a G1. It doesn't really matter if you have a family in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh generation. Each generation starts with a G1 mindset and also with a G1 approach. And these approaches are by and large very interesting and important to address all these main choke points: governance, succession transition, power transition, with a systematic approach. Also the question how we can run our family office just like as an institution. Why I said this in regards of family office, because the family office itself is part of the family system. What we often see is just in fragmented view. There's a family office and there's the family. And there's a missing link, the family. And that should be changed. And also, and why I said this, the main reason for this is just that we will see over the next 5-10 years, on one hand, more families with significant wealth. And I would say the count and the number of family offices will once again double, quadruple, and quadruple. And what I mean by this is just you stay in competition with others. You stay in competition in regards of lucrative, the best investment opportunities. You can decide by yourself through your family approach, do you want to invest in the best of the best investment opportunities, or in the end of the day, you invest in mediocre or average investment opportunities? I don't know whether that will be the right approach. I don't think so. The sovereign family itself will attract through their cohesiveness, maybe also through their power and through their influence, the best investment opportunities. Maybe they're available in their segment. Sovereign families also, they have a clear indication what they are standing for, what they want to change. What will be their impact goal over the next 50, 100, 250, maybe 500 years? What is it actually? They are very clear on this. And many of them have also tried to change the approach. What you see in many families, what they call legacy, they have changed also a little bit the approach, not thinking that the legacy mainly from the past, and the past will shape the present. They are thinking from the future, and the future is shaping the present. And you will do other things today if the future will shape your present. Maybe you come to the conclusion that what you do today is just nonsense and brings you nowhere. To become a sovereign family is, on number one, a clear decision. Number two is also on the pathway on the evolutionary path of the family itself, is just that you're standing on the crossroad, mainly on the second or third generation, or on the fourth generation. In which direction do you want to move with your family? And the new generation, or the rising generation, what we see today have nothing to do with their parent generation, the boomers, and the silent generation. And they are asking, I'm not waiting that the impact what we want to produce is coming in the next 20 years or in the next decade or so. They want a quick impact on what they are doing. And therefore you need an institutionalized and professionalized a family as an organization. And each family is an organization. This quick snapshot is just in, let's call it this way, an inspiration for you to consider. Maybe it is valuable for your family to become a sovereign family, a strong family itself. Have a greater cohesiveness through a sovereign family. It's clear structured as an institution, as an organization, well structured with a clear impact goal over centuries, maybe. Maybe this inspiration is helpful for you to consider. And once again, the tribe itself is part of a sovereign family. And the tribe is just, a tribal family is an open system. Why is it so valuable to consider? The tribal concept is, by and large, and there are many examples around the globe available, the tribe itself is just, I would call it the ground foundation for multi-generational continuity. That you are an open system, that you can grow, that you can flourish, that you can thrive. And yes, it is not so easy to consider that the family itself, what you have built up, will become more and more and more an open system. But please consider, if you have a daughter, a son, I mean, if they are married, a new partner, a friend or girlfriend comes into your family system, it is just an open system, it is growing. But the question is, what holds you together? What is the main reason that you are standing together? And that's not the money. The money is still there. That's the rocket fuel. That's the fuel for your airplane. The question is just even better asking, or to asking is just, what holds us together? And believe me, that is not the mission and the vision statement, what is written in paperwork or stuff like that. That should be answered from the future, not from the past. What holds us together? Not from the future. Because if you want to answer this from the past, what you're doing actually is you repeat the past over and over and over again. And that's the main reason for many conflicts as well. A new league of sovereign family, that is what my mission is, to set up a new league of sovereign families, because we need these strong families. We need this new generation with an other thinking, with other approaches. We need these strong sovereign families to make change happen. We need these sovereign families to make impact happen. Not impact investing, impact. We need these strong sovereign families. They are exactly now what they are standing for. They give us, as societies around the globe, a strong ground foundation. Therefore, we need them. And the shift, especially in this newer generation, if they inherit a lot of power, is just how we can professionalize ourselves as a family, as an organization, like an enterprise. Because each enterprise is structured by humans. Each family is structured by humans. Each enterprise, there are emotions in there. Each family have emotions. Excuse me if I make this a little bit easier and a little bit clearer, because there are so many noises and voices. Yeah, it is, all these things is complex. No, it isn't. It is just a perspective on the family itself. And you can decide, is it just complex? Or do you bring the complexity out of the family system and raise other questions? So it is up to you. And maybe I would be more than happy to stay in a communication, to step in a discussion with you about the sovereign families, strong as a country. For now, until next, be great.